Hello, my friends, YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Saturday. Um, I am extremely warm today. That's why I'm super glad I decided to bank on Class D amplifiers because there's no additional heat going into the room. Imagine if I had tube amps in here and it's like 40 degrees outside. Hell no. Um, I am listening to some new music right now, and I will be getting to the playlist eventually, but you're going to have to take a walk with me for a second. I need to grab my. Yeah, it's super dark in here because I've got all the fans on, and I don't need any extra distraction. I need the iPad. This will help me navigate and showcase the songs. So this is a real world live audio stuff. That's what happens when you forget things and you go live because it's hot and you're distracted. Okay. So welcome Saturday. This will be the Discovery playlist, release radar playlist. Just need to get everything dialed up. I've got everything on the computer. It's just running Spotify right now, and we will be getting into some music. I just need to get everything set up here so that I'm able to navigate. I actually need like a side table. Things are a little congested around here. Okay, so Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get into the playlist and see what's going on this week. Thank you to all my friends who were around for the live event last night. I really appreciate that. A lot of my friends tuned in, showed up to show some support. We did a Audio Group Denmark playlist showcase of the event at EQ Audio Video. That was very entertaining. I had a lot of fun, actually. It was pretty interesting. All right, so my playlist is now downloading onto the app. Okay, so we're going to be doing a playlist showcase. Let me get myself on camera over there. Hello, I'm a real person. This isn't AI. In an age where AI is taking over everything, I think this is the time that we need to show some support for people who are still trying to do it themselves, working with their hands, doing the good things. So we have the release radar here. It's a mix. I can tell just by the bands that are on the top of the list. It's going to be a mix of metal and EDM and probably some jazz towards the end. And then weekly discovery list is usually something that's like calm. I think I sampled some of it earlier this week. So if anybody's new, say hello. In the system, we have the Hagel P20 preamp, the Weem Pro Plus streamer, Arendal 1723 THX towers. I wish these names were a lot shorter. Like, those are Peter and Jim, you know. One syllable words. God, why does everything have to sound like a code? SVS SB1000 Pro subs, and then Buckeye Audio, made in Ohio State. Buckeye, the team that's local. Those are Purify module amps, Class D, with 40,000 microfarads capacitance built in. Actually, an increase of 40,000 extra capacitors are built into those models. Those are the 7040A model Purify modules. All right. That's the whole system for those who are tuning in a little bit late. Let's get into the release radar. I'm going to moderately have the volume up, and if there's anything about the sound that you wish to say, if you're on a TV, then I'm sorry, you probably can't comment, which sucks. I would prefer to have a conversation with people. If you're on a mobile device, if you're busy, I can understand. If you just want to come in and listen, that's cool. Conversation is always better than just talking to myself. All right. So let's get into the playlist and we'll go up first. This is going to be a metal tune right off the top. We're going to do about a minute and then we'll change the song. So we'll get through about 30 of them and then we'll see what happens. So first up, nice title. Don't be scared, it'll be over in 30 seconds. It's just whatever's on my release radar this week. Very interesting. It's very clean sounding. It's well recorded at least. You get the idea. Next on the list. Oh, such a great pianist. Let's check this one out. Dizope Action Big Facts. That's a crazy long name, dude. That sounds nice. Yeah, it's mixed well. For a metal band, it's mixed very well. And then in here, I mean, I'm recording on a Samsung phone, so the sound is only what it is, and then YouTube is going to process the sound however it is. So if it actually sounds pretty decent through all of that processing, then, you know, in here it sounds exponentially better. Especially I have the monoblock amps running the tower full range, and then the subs are dialed in for phase correction and crossover slope between the towers and the subs. Everything is built into the subs, and since the preamp doesn't have any controls, there's no bass control, there's no trim, there's no cutoff, there's no crossover. Everything is analog from inside. So I'm actually running the subs in stereo. So that sub is with this speaker, that sub is with this speaker only. They're not mono subs. So if the bass only comes from the right, this sub handles it. They're completely separated. Normally you'd run the mono so that both subs are handling both left and right in both subs. Now that could be better, I don't know. I haven't tried wiring it differently. Right now that's all I'm running. The other preamp that I had was dual mono outputs, so it was a bit different. So there's Alexis French, amazing pianist. Let's move on to the next one. Wow, Marcin RJ Passin. This has got some wicked bass in it. Wow, that's really cool. Wow, that's cool. See, that's how we find really cool music. Check that shit out. Wow. Spotify's not doing a good job of this song, but that's pretty awesome. I can't play the whole thing. We'll be here forever. That's just going to be sound effects of rain, because sometimes I go to sleep to that, and then Spotify's like, hey, you want to listen to more of this during the day? I'm like, no, I don't. Some Indian vibes. I was listening to the vocalists recently. Incredible vocals and Indian singers. Unbelievable. I actually really love it. Especially the girls, because the timbre of their voice in females is much higher. And I find that in that upper mid-range, it can be very sensitive, like in hi-fi. And if the system can resolve higher frequencies that well without being irritating, it's quite impressive. Anthony Agius? Need to let me know how to pronounce it correctly, but happy Saturday, my friend. Thanks for coming back. Bryston St. Pierre, Bryston as in Bryson. Bryston is an audio brand, so forgive me for that. St. Pierre, hello. I have no idea what time it is in India, but I've had some people tune in from India. All right, let's move on. Dash B, Timberq vibes. I don't know what this is. I wish they would let us know if it's AI generated or not. This could very well be AI generated. Sounds like absolute dog shit. Marshmallow Jelly Roll. I saw that that Marshmallow gave him a mask recently. Oh my god, this is gonna be so touching. Guess you gotta go when the angels calling. Never got to say what I want. Never be the same with you gone. Crack another can for the lost ones falling. One tear for the broken hearted. Pour out a little holy water. Interesting tune. For the soul departed. Pour out a little holy water. We still slowly feel what you feel, yeah. 2 tears for the soul departed. Pour out a little holy water. Yeah, I guess that could be the case. I don't know what it's based on, but let's find out what else is up. This is going to be some crazy drum and bass. Hold on to your hats, plug in your headphones, turn on your subwoofers. This should be absolutely wild. All the guys on the list there are pretty intense, and this is up pretty loud.
Sitting in the background, racked up, racked out, rain like a black cloud. Every show packed out, bigger than the last crowd. Wanna try and act up, here with it, man. Passed out, everybody blacked out, racked out, cheap hoes, everybody passed round. Knocked out, coming like a whole box backed out. Everybody freeload, spread it with the hands out. Bad guys, pursue with a past line, vision like a cat's eye, ran till I flatline. My guy, bang time, rips in it with a hammer, teeth with a hot time. Slim, kill him in the booth, quick, tooth big, heavy like thighs on my new shit. This shit any which way, man, the background. Truth is that you all know we never back down.
I knew that was coming. Always a mess. But that's all we get. New Dance XG. This is going to be a live recording. First Howl. Interesting. It's an interesting vibe for a live song. Not bad for a live recording. It's not a preference, but XG is doing pretty good. All right, moving on. Stylus Brosba, probably dubstep if I'm gonna make a guess. That's pretty close to dubstep. Not bad. Got a little bit of a run up there. How's everybody's Saturday doing? It's really, really hot outside here, so I'm... That's grimy. A lot of bass in that. Oh my goodness. Cool vibes. Let's go, PTR. This is probably going to be pretty calm, subdued vibes. I'd like to mix it up. Algorithm like that on Spotify usually shows me something interesting, and it'll change up the genre. Like we started with metal and went straight into like a calm piano track, into Indian track. So my playlist and genre choices are all over the place. And it allows me the opportunity to test some gear on things that I'm not familiar with, so that if something is really like off in the system, it will end up showing up in the mix. It's pretty calm. Pretty cool. PTR choices. Malaki. This is going to be drum and bass, liquid drum and bass, as far as I know. That name rings a bell. So let's see what they do here. This combination of guys. I assume guys, but it could be a female singer. A roller. Ooh. Bassline digs deep. All right, let's switch it up.
No, this is one of these nights. I don't feel like
Nope. We're not going to do comedy. Endless Sea. Marie Celeste and Michael. Oh, so this guy is like got a really, really deep voice. I started following them on Instagram a while ago for all the covers that they do. He's got these father-daughter combination. Amazing, amazing voice. Let's check this out. Give some volume on it. That's his voice doing the bass. It's very quiet though. It's not recorded very well. Very high gain, low gain dynamics. So that's Marie Celestine and Michael. Pretty cool stuff. Let me turn that down again. Let's move on to the next track. Night Talks, Corey Wong. Really, really good funky musician. Real funky sort of stuff. Corey Wong is one of those artists that has all this kind of vibes. Let's give it a next. From the soundtrack, we're going to skip that one. It might block the whole thing. Deadmau5 up to some no good. Actually, he's always got some pretty interesting sort of vibes. The music is very, very similar album to album. It just evolves slightly, which is safe, but recognizable too. So it's just a style. Let's check this one out. probably going to have a very long intro, so we might not even hear a beat. Well, that's a minute into the song and there's no beat yet. Let's just fast forward it. There we go. There's a beat. That's Deadmau5 8's. Pretty good vibe, actually. Next, Baby Metal, Polyphia. Oh my goodness. Every metal band possible is playing with them. Baby Metal's an incredible Japanese-based metal band that's come up over the last number of years. But they have a very sort of like interesting mixture of sounds in their music. Interesting. This is Baby Metal. Baby Metal and Polyphia. Pretty interesting mix of sounds. And they do sing in Japanese. Interesting. Next, Influence, Lee McKinney. So usually like a solo metal guitarist from Born of Osiris. Pretty cool stuff. I've occasionally come across a really good track that he makes. Give it about 30-40 seconds. Very strange, dissonant kind of vocal. Excision, Sullivan King. This is going to be dubstep if I've ever heard it. These guys are both very, very high on the rankings. Very, very popular artists. Hopefully you guys appreciate the format here. Doing release radar and weekly discovery of just different songs that come across my playlist. Pretty much every Saturday. I try to keep it consistent unless I'm away or I'm doing some sort of event. I mean, sometimes the music isn't everybody's taste, and that's why I like having conversations with my fans, because if it's not if it's not a taste of yours, then that's cool. But I mean, we can talk about hi-fi and ask questions about gear and certain things that are going on with the channel. Previous videos will show you kind of like where I'm at with my journey. Not a whole lot of upcoming things. I'm still looking for a preamp. So let's hear the drop and then we'll see about switching the track out. It's not bad. Jason Brophy, 6 stack. It's not bad. The Towers monoblock amps. And then the preamp CD player with the streamer. All the CDs lined up there. Some pretty good bass in here for 12-inch subs. It's about 350 watts to the subs and then 500 watts to the towers. I don't even know what the hell this is. What is this? Getter. Appreciate it, guys. Denmark has some crazy shit in the audio world. APA, yes, absolutely. I mean, a lot of them do. I mean, these are from Norway. This is from Norway. It's all the Scandinavian people. They're, you know what it is? I think the North is so cold all winter long. All they do is stay inside and develop audio. I mean, and why wouldn't you? Face and Yano Craft. I think I've heard this song before, and I think I might have played it last week. But this list this week is different, so let's see if this is the same crazy track that I heard last time. I mean, the idea of being trapped inside in the winter, I mean, you'd think that other places would also be developing it, but that's not necessarily true. It just happens to be that area. There's a lot of innovative designs and thinking. Germany, Denmark, Norway, you know, like all those kinds of areas, they have so much technology there. Poland. Oh my God. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, this is a keeper. That's going in my playlist right fucking now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow, that's crunchy. Face and Yano. Damn. That's gnarly. Baby Metal, Spiritbox, another 2 top metal bands. Second one from Baby Metal on this list. That's weird. It's more popular sort of metal in this band, Spiritbox. Interesting sort of sound. Giving them about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the drop or whatever it is that's coming in the song. And then after 30 seconds, I'll change it. Yeah, it's very poppy. Switch. Atmos, and not the Dolby Atmos. This is probably going to be either drum and bass, dubstep. Malfunction. Johnny 5, no disassemble. Oh, that's drum and bass. That's what that sounds like.
Malfunction.
Ooh. I'm not really a fan of the upper mid-range treble sort of sound effect on the wrong speakers in a certain system. Those sound effects are like absolutely screechy sounding.
Malfunction.
Hell yeah, Denmark in the chat. What's up, my man? I know it's pretty late there, but thank you for joining. Let's see if we can't bring some wonderful stuff. Wounded, Matt Zoe. Let's see what's going on. Thanks you guys for joining and chatting. I love to have a conversation in the chat. It doesn't matter what the music is. It doesn't matter whether we like everything. The most important part is connecting with people and then learning from the experiences. Interesting sort of vibe from Matt Zoe. Psychosis, Ashes, Kodiak Kid, Joe Snow.
Murder.
This is either
Murder.
hip hop or let's see. I don't know.
Murder. Murder.
Yeah. Just from the photo, it looked like hip hop.
One is murder. 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 Brand new shit.
I usually don't get hip hop in my playlist, if I'm honest. But I think recently I played a couple songs that were like, actually no, that was on Kobuz. Kobuz Connect recently, which has been absolutely amazing. Let's check. Hato in the house, Mark Vane. Hato is a very, very popular DJ. I've been watching him on YouTube for a number of years. Always has really cool stuff. He's always looking for bangers. Bangers. Drum and bass vibes. Hato. Shout out to Hato. We'll go through that. I'm not going to play that. I'll probably get demonetized and blocked, probably. Hans Zimmer is one of those guys. Virtus, a band that people think is AI, but they've really been coming up in the world lately in the metal scene. This one's actually pretty interesting. It's a little more emotional, more vocal effort in this one. Interesting song.
So I'll try to remember the blood and tears and the pictures. All year is winter. Sometimes I sing hearing the whispers. Oh, I broke all the walls, but all I find is hate and sadness.
Yeah, he's got a very interesting accent.
You'll find where you are. I know I live for your heart. Even if I'll be the life is somewhere in the sky. See when I close my eyes. I hope you'll find where you are.
Very interesting band.
I live for your heart.
Virtus.
The life is somewhere in the
I don't know how else to pronounce that. And I'm not really even sure where they're from. See if there's a drop in here. No, this one sounds very relaxed. Switch it up. Deftones, Milk of the Madonna. This is going to be fun. Can't go wrong with Deftones. I can't believe they put out a new album. That's absolutely wild. Deftones is one of the all-time great metal bands. 80s through 90s. Amazing stuff. They've been around before almost anybody else. Oh yeah, that's classic Deftones tune. All right, move on through it. Okay, so we're at the beginning of the list. That's cool. Nice to head out on that one. Let's do the weekly discovery playlist. This one should give me all my most recent songs. This is all selected by the algorithm. So let's see what it has in store, and we'll go through them one at a time. Same concept. We'll just briefly go through the list, see what it has to say. I don't even hear a sound yet. Could be very calm, could be a very different kind of playlist here. Another couple of minutes. We've been on for about 33 minutes so far. We'll get through this one and then another 25 or so, and then we'll head out for the day. And I appreciate everybody who comes to say hello. If any of the songs were cool and you liked anything, then give them a look up on your preferred streaming platform. Not everybody uses Spotify, but that's not the point. If you can find it on Rune or Qobuz or Tidal or wherever else you want to get your music, give it a listen. See what it sounds like at home. Very laid back on that one. Akin, oh my God, Alkinus? Could have just said Alberto Droget. Some people just come here to listen to me try to say names. Other people come for the music. Oh yeah, Yeah, it's all chill vibes. This whole playlist could be relaxing vibes like that. Usually the release radar is a little more exciting with jazz instrumentals. Jazz instrumentals. Yeah, it's all. This whole weekly discovery could be calm playlist, and I don't know where the algorithm's picking that up because I don't listen to this stuff all that often. But they've got this like funky, real instrument, hip hop-ish sound. Maybe because I've been scrolling through Prince. Prince's library is amazing. There's so many cool songs on Prince's library. Yeah, there's another calm tune. Let's go into this playlist and we'll just see what happens. Another calm tune. Probably this one isn't. Atia's, that's a bass track. Echo Park, I'm not really sure. Another calm tune. Wow. Like music to put you to sleep. The world of hi-fi. What is new and exciting in the world of hi-fi? What is the newest thing that has been produced, showcased out there right now that you're most curious about? Let's get some questions going. What is the most curious or most interesting thing that has been released recently in hi-fi? You're most curious about? All of these gonna be calm music. Oh, there we go. That's bassy. Wow. Yes. CLS 65 speakers from Denmark. Hell yes. I thought I was gonna be interested in the Arundel 1528s or something else like that, but CLC. I'm really convinced that I might go in that direction. And then get the new Dolly subwoofer, the 15-inch. I think it's a 15-inch Purify woofer. Oh my God, can you imagine that? You probably don't need a subwoofer with those because it's a 10-inch driver. 16K. I thought it was yeah, I guess if they're selling it for 9,000 euro, then Canadian it's gonna be about 16. Plus the stands. The stands are, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for a deal. There's no way I'm spending that much money on speakers. Not without a deal. Yeah, this is all going to be calm music. And I'm not into showcasing all this calm music. Basically all the same stuff. That's a bit different. Slower. Well, I didn't sleep that well last night. I'm yawning already. It's only 5 in the afternoon. Yikes. Yeah, this is all calm music. Echo Map. Azale? Oh, this is real calm. This is similar to that one you suggested a little while ago. Very sort of tweaky sounds in the background too. Very spacious. And the bass is low 30s, easy. Very nice. Let's see what they do with the beat here. Oh, This is really good. You guys got it? That's a good tune. I'm adding this one. It's going in my 2025 hi-fi list. Oh yeah, that's very funky. I like the way that that's it's got all this like micro detail in the background. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that one. 24 degrees. Yeah, I wish it was only 24 degrees outside. I'm sweating. I had a joke to tell, and I don't know if you guys want me to tell the joke. It's pretty graphic, but it has to do with the heat. If you guys put yes in the chat, I'll tell you the joke. 24 degrees. No slaps, DJ Grumble. It's a pretty good pace. I like that beat. The tempo's nice. It's all electronic though. Sounds like very generic sort of program beats. Nothing very hi-fi in that. McAvoy, Stan Folby, the field tapes. This might be real instruments. I gotta say, over the last week, this week, having the preamp in the system, the Hagel preamp, really makes so much of a difference. This thing bring out so much more clarity and like definition in the higher frequencies, like space, articulation. Nothing is lost anymore. You can hear more air and space in the music, so it's more defined. And then I added new cables yesterday, and I didn't think that they were going to make that much of a difference, but you can watch that video, and yeah, pretty enlightening experience with the cables. Oddfish? That's a real guitar. Oh my god. Real instruments in a song? Preamp and speakers are the heart and soul of your system, in my opinion. Yeah, I would say I don't think that there's a lot of amps. Sometimes, I mean, because op amps and analog boards and amps can make a big difference. Like if you have tube buffer stages in anything, tube amps in general, that changes some of the profile. But then you can have a tube preamp like Galeon Audio has them, and a bunch of others, preamps with tube stages. So yeah, absolutely. It's the micro, like the lower voltage stuff that actually changes more of the character in most people's opinions. So your interconnect cables, your preamp, your source, your input stage, all the lower voltage stuff, the way that it's managed, changes an impact in the sound character. From my limited knowledge and what people have talked to me about, that's what a lot of people say. The lower voltage stuff ends up making the difference. The higher voltage power side, not so much, but even the amplifiers have an input stage where they take the input from the preamp, which is however many volts, and then they amplify whatever that is. So that input stage can sometimes have an effect, because it is taking analog signal and amplifying it further, right? And then of course you have whatever kind of amplification, whether it's MOSFET, GANFET, Class D, whatever the hell it is. All of those have some sort of waveform curves, whatever the case may be. Arjuna Oaks. Wow, that's some real slow jazz. Laid way back. Wow. Wow, that's laid way back. Aura Skies. A whole playlist has been calm. But at least we're getting through it fast. I won't keep everybody around for such a long time. Pretty cool sounds, recorded well. I'm not sure who does what, but Gertie beats, jazz hop. It's probably going to be a hip hop beat, but more jazzy. It's all just calm music. My whole weekly discovery this week is very calm. Good night, Mr. Raccoon. Obviously, these songs have some of their own dynamics built in. From song to song, everything is very different. Drop in a beat. Interesting. Not interesting enough to just sit and listen to it, though. Lazy Yesterday. Yeah, everything. This whole playlist has been calm music. Where are we at? There's only 5 left. Yay, chat, we made it. Thank you for watching and joining in today and watching the playlist. Let's go through these last number of tunes. Cosmic Gate of Incarnation. Pretty cool beat, and you can bet it's the same thing for 2 minutes, which is weird because it's not even like a real song. Cooking Soul, Lupin Last Laugh. Again, probably another real calm song. Yeah, and that's the whole song for 3 minutes. Brototype, that's hilarious. That's a funny name. Life You Wanted. This could be different. Let's give it a second. Sounds like it could be a mix of like progressive metal and electronic. Brototype is a hilarious name though. Yeah, just a interesting sort of drum and bass track. I'd Love to Stay, Sweeps, Ooh. 2 more songs, then we're out of here. Well, thank you guys. Thank you anybody who stayed this long. If you stayed till the end, you could leave a comment and say, I freaking made it. I watched your whole 50-minute video about new music. And I bet nobody does. They probably watch the first 2 minutes and go, that's enough. It's different when you're here live to chat, and it's a whole other thing to watch it after the fact. In my opinion, watching it live and being interactive is way better than watching it later on and having to wait for a comment. We're not meant to communicate like that. Human beings were meant to communicate in the moment, in person, face to face, with a voice, with action, with body language. We've been slowly and maybe too fast moving into a new type of language use. And you know what? Some people get real lost. Transmood, K-Laz. Yeah, it's all calm beat stuff. All right, last tune of the day. Charming the Serpent, Govinda. Let's see what this is like. I bet you this is going to be calm and collected too. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day wearing less clothes and sitting in front of my fan. It's hot. It's hot lately, like very hot. I don't like it at all. Yeah. That's the way that goes. Any requests? Anybody that's watching right now? I'll do one more song as a request, and then we'll get out of here. This is all going to be copyright struck anyways, or basically demonetized based on the use of the music in the video. So that is what it is. I need to edit my Hagel preamp video. I need to edit the sound clips from the Audio Group Denmark video from yesterday. I'll give you this one. If you're into bass and dynamics, I want you to check out this song and tell me what you think. Let's see if I can find... Where's the one that I was using? Mousetrap, Shanghai Doom. Check this one out if you want to run some subwoofer tracks. This one should be fun.
In the Mousetrap.
It's actually not even a song that I thought it was going to be. Try this one instead. Blurred Vision VZN. He's got a lot of really cool stuff. Bass texture, depth. It's really kind of cool. So it's pretty cool. First track you added to your playlist seemed cool. Yeah, I like that vibe in that song with the bass is pretty awesome. I appreciate that one. But this one for the bass, this one for the subwoofer crew. It's been my favorite tracks as of lately. Really test the subwoofers.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
All bass. And the woofers are probably barely moving at this point because I've got it tuned in and for this place in the room, so they don't have to move a lot in order for it to sound full. But there's a lot of bass in this track.
All of a sudden we back.
It's not necessarily the most entertaining track, but it's pretty cool for bass. Anyways, I am going to get out of here if no one's got any requests. I will be editing some videos throughout the week. I've got some prospects for some new things in the works. I did ask a local dealer for sample cables. Another couple of preamps might be on the way. Let's see this one. It's recommending me this song. So let's see. Oh, I know who this is. I typically don't like the original for this song, Dust Up by Noisia. Let's fast forward it a little bit. It's always the same. About a minute. Last track and then we'll get out of here. We're almost an hour. Yeah, some aggressive drum and bass there. Of course it is. That's Mefuse remix. Going wild on that track. All right. I think that's enough. It's enough for the video anyways. I'll probably listen to some other tracks. I'm going to deep dive on some Qobuz. Is what it is. Yeah, it's so hot out today. Can't even believe the weather. It's been like 30 plus degrees for 3 weeks straight. Barely any rain. Sun all day long. Like 12 plus hours of sun. Unbelievable. I don't understand what's going on. Let me see. Trying to check the weather. Goddamn advertisements every time I touch an app. Yeah, basically 30, 29, 29, 29, 28. Like, that's all day. That's what it's like. But it feels like 37. Gross. It's too hot. And then they give you these weather maps where you can change the color for heat. Wind forecast, radar, temperature. There you go. So they give you these heat maps. You can see how hot it is everywhere, and then when you change it, it like goes from night to day. So that's night, day, night, daytime. Just scorched. All this temperature. Look at it. Look how hot it is down here. Obviously in the desert it's going to be hot as shit. Gross. So I would rather be out here. Look how cool it is out here. And then during the day, during the night, and then it heats up. That's tomorrow. Oh, that's gross. Look. Why? Why so hot? I'm done with summer. That's it. I'm done with summer. Summer can take it back. Anyhow, thank you guys for being here. Thank you everyone for tuning in, watching the videos, checking out the tracks. We're just going to lead out here with a bit of a song, and then I'll randomly stop the stream. So have a great Saturday. Thank you for coming and watching. Any of the songs, check it out. Anybody watched to the end, right? I made it to the end. And then I'll see you guys in the next videos. Take care of yourselves.